Okay, this is Mark Comfort. It's Travel Tips Tuesday here at Cruise Holidays. You know, I always talk about a destination and then I always talk about a travel tip. Let's talk about the destination first because that will be important to what the travel tip is. I want to talk about the whole continent of South America today. I love this continent. This is getting to be on people's bucket list much more now than ever before, especially people that have traveled the world. But let's talk about some of the highlights of where you can go in South America. Number one of the places I absolutely love, I'm a big history guy, the Incan Empire here in Peru at Machu Picchu. That is a must-see if you like history and you don't have any problem with altitude. Now, that is in Peru. Right off the coast of Peru to the country north of Peru is Ecuador, and that's where the Galapagos Islands are. That, to me, is a must-see destination also. Do you know that's one of the only destinations in the world where animals have never learned fear of man? It's the coolest thing. They're very close together, so you can do that together. Again, you might want to try the Amazon River. I've done that in 1995. This is so cool. We went 1,000 miles in the Amazon into Manaus. And that is an incredible trip too. But what's most popular in South America is cruising around the Cape. This is called Cape Horn, one of the most dangerous areas of the world to travel in because of the rough waters where the two oceans intersect. And that itinerary can be either from Santiago, Chile, around the Patagonia area, and up through the Falkland Islands and over to Buenos Aires, even up to Rio. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous place. And by the way, here's a hint. If you're going to do this or anything in South America, go right here, and that's Iguazu Falls, arguably the most impressive waterfalls in the world. Okay? There's just so much to see in that continent of South America. It is so beautiful. And by the way, you may or may not know this, but when the wars hit World War I and World War II in Europe, a lot of the Europeans came into the Argentina and Chile area primarily, so there is such a great feel of Europe in this southern part of South America. Okay, now, here comes the travel tip. If you're cruising around this area of the world, remember I said it's one of the most dangerous parts of the world over the history of sailing. More sailors have been lost at sea here because of the waves, the weather, the motion. So let's talk about a travel tip. How do you prevent motion sickness? For 29 years, we at Cruise Holidays have dealt with people that truly have an issue with motion sickness. First thing you can do if you've got it bad, and you know you have motion sickness if you get a little sick when you're in the backseat of a car or even in an airplane, get the patch. A doctor can issue you a patch. That is helpful. It does put medicine in your system, so I don't like that quite as well because there will be some side effects, usually very, very minor. The other thing is C-bands. I love these C-bands. They go around your wrist. You can get them at any CVS or Walgreens or almost anywhere, Walmart. And I don't know how they work. It works on the acupressure system, but I know they work, and they work fabulous. Now, the other thing you can do is also ginger. Ginger is very, very good for an upset stomach. If you take that before your stomach gets upset, if you have rough waters, that's important to do. Another thing, I want you to think about this. A cruise ship is like a teeter-totter. Where does it move the least? Right in the middle. So that's what we've done for years with people that have motion discomfort or are susceptible to that. We put them right in the middle of the ship. Again, a bigger ship sits heavier in the water, little less motion. Newer ships with the new modern stabilizers keep the ship much more stable to avoid motion discomfort. We can help you with all those things. So don't ruin a vacation by getting sick when you're cruising. This is Mark Comfort, Travel Tip Tuesday, and go Chiefs.